This presentation will answer most of your questions with respect to company policies and procedures, but you are still responsible for reading the employee handbook. If there's anything you don't understand, please discuss it with your manager or shift lead. Our mission is to create the best kids' indoor playground and party venue experience for kids under 10 years old by offering the whole experience. Fun in a clean and healthy facility with good healthy food, and by providing an enjoyable and memorable play and party experience for the whole family. Our vision is to grow the HippoHopp brand and make each and every HippoHopp meet the high standards that have been set in our mission statement in each community that it serves. The values we recognize in our team are positivity, enthusiasm, above and beyond customer service skills, leadership, ability to be self-directed, problem solve to enhance customer service, and support company goals. To make our mission possible, we focus on these 5 areas: safety, cleanliness, quality, customer service, and consistency. We ask all employees to perform every task to the best of their ability, as this will result in a quality performance for the company. These are your individual expectations. All employees must protect company interests, always represent HippoHopp in a positive manner. Conduct yourself with honesty and integrity. Report any issues immediately to management. Notify the shift lead if you're going to be absent or late to work. By using our directed communication method, wear the appropriate attire, be well groomed and professional. Perform assigned tasks efficiently and safely. Every employee's first responsibility is to understand and perform their responsibilities properly. And to maintain an effective workplace, efficient communication is a must. Employees are expected to work with management and coworkers as a team. And in order to achieve this, we use GroupMe and the HippoHopp intranet site to help us communicate all work-related things. If you are contacted either by a team member or a shift lead, please reply promptly. GroupMe is an essential app that is used to communicate with team members and shift leads. Whether you're going to be 5 minutes late or you're covering someone else's shift, these things can be communicated through GroupMe. The intranet site is where you can find the schedule request form, the tracker, and a team contact list and other important frequently used procedures list. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to access this website right here, which is the HippoHopp intranet site. So we're just going to open a new tab, and so in the GroupMe chat, we will send the HippoHopp intranet site link there so it's easily accessible for you. While we publish the first page of the weekly schedule on GroupMe every week, it's still important to know how to access the intranet site for these important sources of information. Let's say you're on your computer and you have the link, so you're just going to copy and paste it on your search bar right here, and it's going to probably say something like this: you need permission. So we're not going to click request access because we have the credentials to log in. So it's saying that I'm signed in, as on my Gmail account. So you're going to click switch accounts. You're going to switch from your account and you're going to log in the HippoHopp intranet site's account. So you're going to click switch account. And since I've logged in before, it's already saved for me. Okay, so you can either click this, which I'll show you this way, and I'll show you the other way. And it's going to just log you in because I have already saved the password on my computer. Now, if you don't have the password saved on your computer, you're going to click switch accounts. Let's say you're logged in on your account. You're going to click use another account. You're going to write team Hilda atl@gmail.com. Alright, you're going to click next, And you're going to put the password. And you're going to put the password in, which is just HippoHopp. With 2 P's, HippoHopp. And you're going to click next. And it should log you in just like that. And here you can find the Team Hilda section, which leads you to the team calendar and schedule request form. So most things we communicate through GroupMe, but if you want to take request off, that's something we do through the intranet site. The schedule request form, you fill out the form and you can request off, and then once you fill it out, you can go back to the schedule request log, and this shows you who's taken off, and it shows you if your schedule request has popped up or not. Other sub areas right here, it's useful information, and yeah, that's really it. It's easy as that, and I suggest you make a bookmark right here. That way you can just easily access it. Do the same thing on your phone, and you're all set. In order to see your payroll information, you must complete all new hire forms to be added to payroll. So after that, the next step is to set up your account. Once you've been added to the payroll, you'll receive an email from paycheckrecords.com. The first email has your user ID and temporary password in it and a link. You must follow the link to change your password. And then you will use this information to log in to view and print your pay stubs going forward if you'd like. We will not have access to this information or be able to look up your login info. If you lose this information, management will send a request for the reset to the payroll department, and they will send you a reset in 1 to 2 business days or so. So it's strongly suggested that you record this login information securely, have it memorized. And how paydays work. Paydays are every other Friday with a 1-week lag. For example, if payday is on Friday, May 25th, then the pay period will be May 5th to May 18th. The next payday will be on June 8th and will cover the period May 19th to May 31st, and etc. In other words, 14 days previous to this week. Receiving and reviewing pay stubs. So on the Wednesday before payday, you will receive an email from paycheckrecords.com stating that your pay stub is available to view. The direct deposit will not be made until the following day, however. The deposit is made electronically, and HippoHopp management does not control what time it's made, but generally it's done very early. If you have any general questions about payroll or payday, please ask your shift lead first. Do not text management at all. If there's anything the shift lead was not able to resolve, your inquiry will be sent to management ASAP, and we will get the answer back to you very quickly. And here's a troubleshooting tip. Make sure you're matching your hours to the pay period that is reported on your pay stub. The most asked question is why all hours worked are not on the paycheck, and the answer 99% of the time is that some hours fall outside of the pay period. As a small growing business, it's crucial for us to know the day-to-day situations, as it's very hard to find people last minute. But with the right kind of mutual understanding, which is done by communicating and being proactive, we can handle whatever issue there may be to help run business smoothly. So employees should send a message to the shift lead via GroupMe as soon as they're aware they're going to be late or absent. Employees who are excessively absent or late to work are subject to discipline, up to and including discharge. Reporting to work late 3 times within a 9-month period equals 1 absence. And employees absent 3 times will be terminated. If you're going to be late, just send a message to your shift lead via GroupMe ASAP with a short explanation and expected time of arrival. It's simple. If you're assigned an on-call shift, it will appear on the schedule as Frank 2 to close, on call, group me at 1. In this case, it is your responsibility to send a message via GroupMe at the specified time to find out if you'll be needed for that shift. Be realistic. Please do not come to work if you're sick. You'll only spread your germs and make others sick, and that's not nice. Stay home, get rest, and heal. A mutual understanding of your situation is very important for us to be prepared for running the shift smoothly. So try to let us know at least a day before and do your best to get your shift covered. As a small business, it's very hard to find someone to pick up a shift at the last minute. So you're still responsible for finding a replacement, but message your shift lead via GroupMe as soon as possible so they can help with that. Be prepared to bring a doctor's note to excuse the absence. Keep in mind that people who are consistently not able to work their shifts will no longer be placed on the schedule. So HippoHopp is closed on Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day, and it closes early on Christmas Eve. Our busy times are Thanksgiving break, winter break, and the day after Christmas. If you specified that you're available to work during these breaks, your attendance is so crucial for HippoHopp. But if you do need to take off during these busy times, remember to request off in advance. And remember that requests are not guaranteed as these are our busiest times. But being proactive and communication is key, so we may be able to figure something out. Any changes in general availability to work should be brought to the attention of your shift lead team as soon as practical. Changes in general availability. What you need to know about this is that all employees are hired with the understanding that they will be able to work the availability that has been stated upon hire. If you have a change in availability, it is extremely important that you communicate that as soon as possible to management by email with a minimum of 2 weeks advance notice in that change of availability. Continued employment cannot be guaranteed if you have a change in availability. Any changes in availability that have not been communicated with adequate notice may result in termination of your employment. Please make schedule requests as early as possible by filling out a request through the schedule request form found on the Team Hilda intranet site. One entry per time off is required. If a particular day has already been requested off by one or more employees, the requests will be honored on a first-come basis. Remember, we have a small staff, so it's impossible to give everyone the same day off. If 2 people have already requested a particular time off, then no more requests will be accepted for a given day. Only the first 2 requests made can be guaranteed. You are welcome to review the HippoHopp request tracker on the Team Hilda intranet site to gauge on how many time off requests have already been made for a particular day. Schedule requests cannot be made for more than 3 months in advance, and requests must be made at least 2 weeks in advance. Requests for more than 3 days off in a row should be discussed with the shift lead personally and must be made in advance. If you can't make your shift, you are expected to do your best to get it covered by a team member that is qualified to do the work that you were scheduled to do. In this case, you must notify the shift lead team of the change via GroupMe so that they will be informed of the change. Due to the small size of the management team, time off requests must be discussed and arranged among the management team to ensure that all lead positions are covered at all times that HippoHopp is open. Lead team requests should be recorded on the Google Calendar, and weekend schedule requests cannot be accommodated more often than once per quarter, which is 1 time per every 3 months. Our busiest times of the year are on Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays when the public schools are closed. Shift leads, kitchen leads, and assistant managers should not plan to take these days off. We are closed on Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Eve evening, and Christmas Day. Also, during summer vacation, when the public schools are closed, time off must be organized as to not leave the team short-staffed, and only one member of the management team can be absent at a time. Employees are expected to be well-groomed, dressed professionally, presenting a positive business-like image to customers and the general public. Employees are expected to wear company-provided attire, including a HippoHopp t-shirt, name tag, and whistle. You may purchase additional HippoHopp t-shirts from HippoHopp and additional whistles anywhere where sports equipment is sold. Torn garments or jeans with holes are not acceptable. Short pants are acceptable and should be no shorter than 4 inches above the knee. Cutoffs are prohibited. Closed-toed shoes must be worn at all times. Hair should be clean, combed, and neatly trimmed or arranged. For men, hair should be styled neatly and worn in a ponytail if longer than collar length, and facial hair must be trimmed and neatly maintained. Employees are eligible to receive an employee food discount of 50% off all approved items. All employee purchases must be approved and rung up on a register by either a shift lead or manager before being consumed. All purchases under $4 must be paid by cash. Employees may not give discounts to any individual without the approval of managers. Food purchases should be made in a timely manner so that they can be consumed either before or after a shift is scheduled to begin and end, or during an approved break time. Employee discounts are for employees only and are intended to make food and drink accessible while team members are at work and cannot be extended for purchases for friends and family that are not employed at HippoHopp. Employees are also eligible for up to 2 free admissions per month with notification made to shift lead or manager in advance. If taking advantage of this discount, you may either bring the child or children at the time when you are not scheduled to work, or another person can bring the child that you are extending the discount to while you are at work. If someone is bringing the child or children while you are at work, their visitation may not affect your work. At no time should an employee that is on the clock have a child at HippoHopp when there is not another adult to supervise them. Party discounts. Employees that have been employed for 9 consecutive months by HippoHopp are eligible to schedule one party free of party package charge per year. The party may not be scheduled on a Saturday except at the discretion of the management team. The free party would include admission for up to 10 kids, use of the party room, and all products included in a build-your-own party package for up to 10 kids, with the exception of the services of the party host, and the party room cleanup would be the responsibility of that employee. Part of being a responsible employee is coming to work prepared to do your job. This includes making sure that you've eaten before starting your shift. If your shift is longer than 6 hours, you may take a meal break of 15 minutes or less without clocking out. If you are working a shift that is 7 hours or more, you may clock out for 30 minutes for a meal break. You are welcome to bring in your own food to eat before or after your shift, or during an approved meal break. If you bring your own food and you want to store it in the kitchen, please label it clearly with your name and date. Make sure to remove it by the end of the shift. If you need to store it in the refrigerator, it must also be labeled with your name and date and placed in the designated employee food area. All food left past the date or not marked with the date will be thrown away. Sometimes we will have employee meals on the house. There are certain days at HippoHopp that HippoHopp management will provide lunch for the staff, and you are not required to pay for these meals. Attendance is required for all employee meetings. Failure to attend any scheduled and posted employee meetings will result in disciplinary action up to and including termination of employment. Employees are responsible for helping HippoHopp maintain current personal records. Therefore, you should report any of the following changes to the appropriate management person. HippoHopp is committed to providing a safe work environment for its employees. HippoHopp has a zero-tolerance policy with regard to illegal drugs. We prohibit the use of illegal drugs and alcohol on the job. Any employee using illegal drugs, coming to work under the influence of illegal drugs, is found consuming alcohol on the job, or comes to work under the influence of alcohol will be terminated. HippoHopp strives to ensure a safe, healthy, and productive working environment. If you have any issues, questions, or concerns, you are encouraged to voice your concerns openly with your manager. Employees who openly and directly communicate their issues, questions, and concerns with their manager can be resolved quickly and effectively. HippoHopp is a growing, thriving business, and we want you to grow with us. If you are interested in training in another area or taking on more responsibility, communicate this with your shift lead and manager. We're always looking for our next trainer, key holder, shift lead, or management team member. It is our policy to serve our clients' needs in a safe, efficient, and consensuous manner. That is, in accordance with industry standards and legislative requirements. Every employee at HippoHopp is responsible for practicing sound health, safety, and environmental practices. Every employee must foster a genuine concern for the health and safety of HippoHopp customers and employees. Each employee is expected to obey safety rules and exercise caution in all work and play activities. Employees must immediately report any unsafe condition to their supervisor. All workplace injuries and other related incidents are to be reported immediately, regardless of severity. The first report of injury form must be completed immediately following an incident. And employees who violate safety standards, cause hazardous situations, or fail to report may be subject to disciplinary action up to and including termination. CPR and first aid may only be administered by someone who has been trained and certified to administer CPR and/or first aid. HippoHopp seeks to be a family-friendly organization that promotes work-life balance as much as possible. Because of liability reasons, employees are to refrain from bringing children and/or dependents to work with them unless it is a HippoHopp-sponsored event designed to accommodate and entertain family members and guests. As an employee of HippoHopp, you may be privileged to proprietary information regarding the business of HippoHopp or its customers. Any information of this nature should be kept in the strictest confidentiality. Any breach of these terms will result in disciplinary action up to and including termination. You are also responsible for returning all property belonging to and created on behalf of HippoHopp at termination or when requested by management. All property returned should be in the same or similar condition as originally provided with normal wear and tear. HippoHopp will follow the Uniformed Services Employment and Reemployment Guidelines as outlined by the U.S. Department of Labor. Employees enter into employment with HippoHopp at will and may resign from their position at any time. Unless required by law, employees will not be paid for any unused accrued time. Employees are encouraged to provide a 2-week notice, but are under no obligation to do so. Employees should submit a written resignation letter to their immediate supervisor.